Okay, guys, everybody listen up. If any of the parents want a video, you guys. Oh, Soham, let's go. Right here. Focus here. If you don't want to focus here, you can go somewhere else, okay? You guys, plug in right now. Bang. Put down your phones, turn it off. All eyes this way, okay? Listen, one word, okay, can change a child's life. You guys got to pay attention, okay? This is very important. Or you could just go do fitness and I can do the next lesson if you don't want to listen. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are hearing, but you got to listen. Couple things. People always ask me, like, especially about Serena, because let's face it, she has the best serve ever in women's tennis. I think that's pretty, it's not even like close, okay? I mean, one match she hit 22 aces. And in women's tennis, that's scary in itself. But she has the best. Soham, you're not paying attention. You guys don't need to talk. You need this more than anybody. All right? She hit more serves, okay, and VW, all right, than any player I ever coached. Let's just take that as a starting point, okay? And I told some of you guys this, all right? Well, even at 10, she had a nice throwing motion, but you still got to put Humpty Dumpty together with the legs and everything. But there was a natural throwing motion. It was actually better throwing motion than Venus. Venus was a little more mechanical in her movements, and you can kind of see that. But even at age 9, she had a great throwing motion. Pay attention. You guys, you're not paying attention. All right? You'll see where I'm going with this. But still, there's many people with maybe a natural throwing motion, okay, that work at McDonald's or Burger King, or they're an accountant. That doesn't mean you have a great serve, but that's one thing. If it's natural, okay, and that little girl, okay, would always say, I'm going to have the best serve in the world. I'm going to have the best serve in the world. And then Venus would go, bang, no you're not, no you're not, okay? But at the end of the day, dream it, feel it, think it, but the most important thing is, now you got to go out and do it. Besides practice matches, and this leads to kind of what I want to tell you guys. Every single night, you see that cart, okay, that cart? There's a shopping cart, kind of like the one you saw in the movie, but actually bigger. From Publix, where shopping is your pleasure, okay? Every night, both her and Venus would drain that shopping cart. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday morning. How many were in there? 400, 500, 600, okay? Oh, your arm's gonna get sore? It might get sore, as long as you're not injured. Just think about that. And some of you guys, you hit 20 serves a day. That's it. They're hitting like so many serves. Repetition. It's like shooting a basketball. The best shooters of all time, they more repetitions. It's that simple. You get feel, you get touch. It's one thing to hit it hard. It's another thing to get it in. Then it's another thing to hit it hard and get it in on break point in the finals of Wimbledon or the US Open. Okay, that comes down to a belief that's baked in extra crispy at a young age. But every night, okay, practice her serve. A whole basket every night, on their own, on their own, on their own. And those are the words. You guys got to understand. You don't need someone to play with. You don't even need a tennis court. You go over to the wall. Practice your serve. Every time that ball hits a string, you're learning, okay? Feel. Now, you might be doing things wrong technically, but you're learning feel. But the greatest serve of all time, I can sit here today, she hit more practice serves, okay, from age 10, from age 9 to 14 than any player I've ever taught. Now, fast forward that whole situation, she not only has the best serve in the history. That means anybody who's picked up a racket, any female who picked up a racket and played the game of tennis, she has the best serve of all time. And everybody, no one even is in close. So, repetition, but by doing it on your own, your head will get stronger, okay? Now, initially, were they made to do it? Probably, but they just felt breakfast, lunch, dinner, I got to serve 100 serves every night. That's it. It was like, that was it. So I hope you guys are listening. Now, on a different note, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. Someone asked me yesterday, so I had to do an interview. They go, tell me the funniest, because she was like you guys, listen, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. Tell me the funniest story ever about the greatest player who ever picked up a racket, all right? So this was easy. And I actually told Serena this at the red carpet at the after party when everybody got together. This is like hilarious. Listen, this is very important. And it's important for the parents also, okay? Because they're kids. They're kids, all right? So it's like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, just like this. Already played in the morning, like you guys, okay? Venus was on that court. Well, not that court, but that court. Serena was on that court. It was 2 o'clock. She's hitting, and she goes, she wasn't moving her feet. And I said, I call her Meek. I never called her Serena. I said, Meek, you got to move your feet. You guys heard me say it to some of you guys. She goes, why? All right? Remember, she's 10. She gave me that look. You've seen that look at the U.S. Open, like, why? She had that look back then. It's like, okay. I go, will you say you want to be number one? She goes, I will be number one. I said, well, what can I do to get you to move your feet? She goes, remember, she's 10. Rick, I'm really, really hungry. Serena liked to eat, like all those, okay? So I'm really, really hungry. Can you have Scott, okay, kind of like Chris or whoever, go to the snack machine and get me some of those hot curly fries, a Snickers bar, and a Pepsi. And on the way to work today, Daddy drove by a stand on Linton Boulevard and they were selling Green Day t-shirts. Can you have him get me a Green Day t-shirt? I go, whoa, 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 whoa. So wait a minute. If I have Scott get you the Snickers bar, the curly fries, the Pepsi, and a Green Day t-shirt, are you gonna move your feet? She goes, Rick, you see that tall, skinny girl over there? Okay, she's like tall and long. Kind of like Lauren, you know, like long, okay? But her mom has a gold medal, by the way, in basketball. That's a whole different story. Anyway, you see that girl over there? I'll make her look slower than molasses. I go, okay, Scott. So Scott went, got the curly fries, the Snickers bar, the Pepsi. I told Scott the next day, bring the Green Day t-shirt here. He brings all the goodies back. Serena goes under the canopy, has her little snack at 2:15. Here's what happens next. For 1 hour straight, she's hitting cross court and down the line with Gerard. He was 450 in the world. He played Davis Cup for Congo, whatever that means, okay? That's a country. He's a good player. For 1 hour straight, she'd pop in the popcorn, extra butter. Sweat was coming off this little kid like Niagara Falls. You have no idea. No water, which is not smart. No water, 1 hour straight, okay? It was 3:15. I'm on the other court now with Venus. She goes, hey, Rick, it's 3:15. I'm done. And you better have that Green Day t-shirt here in the morning. So the moral of the story, okay, she was a kid like you guys, doing crazy, stupid things, acting like a kid. But here's the moral of the story. She got better. She was in the tank, didn't want to play, got motivated, whether it be with a $5 bill or with money or with food or whatever. And she just hit 2,000 to 3,000 balls. So at the end of the day, she got better, okay? A lot better because she's in the tank. So what I'm trying to say, even if you don't want to do things and you are forced to do things, that's really when you improve the most mentally, all right? Everybody needs a little motivation. Everybody needs a little push now and then. But she was done. She didn't want to play. So at the end of the day, very simple. Game, set, match, Serena Williams. I'll see you guys at 1 o'clock.